What up, gang? It's the unprofessional professional back with another video, auction video that is. Hey, we at the prime location. Look at all these cars. Who know what this is? Now I gotta be real discreet because you know this is an auction. Auction house. They don't allow a lot of stuff, so I got my list here. Man, look at all these nice, they got nice cars. Like, look at this AMG E53, baby. E53. Convertible, 2001. This thing only got 17,000 miles on it. AMG. This thing here is nasty. Let's go ahead and just crank it up, though. Look like jet propellers. It's weird because you didn't even really hear it crank up. You cut this down. Okay. Check it out. AMG. Red. I like how they got the seat belts. Red with the red stitching in the door. We got what? 3 different tones. We got the leather. We got the wood. We got the metal. Got the red stitching. This thing is nice, y'all. Big screen. I gotta go around in this thing for y'all. You can't drive them here, though. Listen to this puppy, though. Sound a little weak, but I bet it'll let you do dash, though. This thing is awesome. What is this? Turbo. This thing is crazy. And they got the vets in here. I think that's a Grand Sport, right? Yeah. All right, let's go find some of the cars that I can deal with at this time. But we're gonna look in it though. I don't even know how you open this thing. Oh, there you go. Grand Sport convertible too. Smell good in there too. All right, y'all. Let's get to some of the cars that I can afford right now, and I mean that right now. All right, so this is what we're looking at. This is a Maximum 2014 model. How many miles is on this thing? Let's go around it. 157,000 miles on it. Clean though. Got some all right tires on it. You know. It seems like every time I check these out, they never be right. It's 3.5 liter motor in these. Never right. This one's clean in the inside though. I'm gonna pop the hood and check that out before I crank it up. How you pop the hood in this thing? Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, dang, this thing's clean, y'all. Tell it's been running too. Oil looks pretty good in it. Yeah, oil's hot. Somebody already been driving this thing. I ain't even gonna mess with the antifreeze. Don't look like it got no leaks though either. And the motor don't even look like it's been cleaned up. It's a nice car. Let me see how it's gonna run though. Okay, it's got keyless. Wow, this is the first one out of crunk up that actually crunk up good. You know, see the AC's blowing, super cold. This thing is clean, y'all. Hey, so I think I'm gonna start going to this auction more. I bought 3 cars. Those 3 cars, the last car y'all probably saw was the Ford Explorer. I bought it from here. I didn't really want to, it was my first time here. They say, no, you know, I didn't know about the cameras and stuff, so I didn't really, want to intrude like that, but let's test this thing out. Let me be with you, play with this thing for a minute, and I'll be back. All right, so we got the Maximum on the scanner. See what we got. 0 codes found, everything ready on this thing. This thing here, winner. I think it's gonna go up kind of high. What y'all think it's gonna go for, y'all? It's nice though, black. Don't even look like you need to do much to it. It's ready to go, man, ready to sell. You know, and let me see who's selling this. That's what's important. It's saying on here the MMR which is the Mayhem market report, is showing $2,300 for this car. Which I think it's gonna go a little higher than that though, I would think. Motor mounts look good. Oh yeah, we're certainly putting this on the list. The option is tomorrow. And how they have theirs set up is their cars don't go through the lanes. They pretty much it's online or whatever. You can come up here, but it's they don't go through the lanes. You just see them on the TV, and it is a auctioneer person selling the cars or whatever. Only caveat to it though, it is $50 extra to bid online. It's kind of far from my house, so I mean, hey, I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet on the $50. But hey, we starting off good. We're gonna move on to the next one. Gang, I gotta show y'all this BMW, this 2020 BMW. This is the 7 Series, big boy. Oh yeah, this thing is nice. It's mint. This is a 2020. It's looking like a 2025. You know, and this is like a base model. It only got 22,000 miles on it. Look at the inside. I like that. I don't really care for that cream leather. I like it. It looks good with the black floor. It's clean though. Yeah. It's lighting up for me. Telling me the door is open. It's 101 degrees outside. Let's crank it up though. Sounds good. Sounds good. Service due. 100,000 miles. Wait, they only got 20,000 miles on it. 22,600 miles on it. Leather, wood. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different patterns on the door. That's nice, y'all. It's nice. Got the roof. No, it got the roof. All right, let's go keep it moving. All right, so this is one of my cars, Altima. Shoot, this thing here beat up though. Ain't even no use of me even, you know what I'm saying, moving forward. I don't buy ugly cars. I don't buy ugly cars. That's something I don't do. Pretty clean in the inside though, right? Let's at least crank it up though. Dash ain't all cracked up like most of them are. Sound good. Cranked up pretty good. AC. Cold. Sound like I hear a kitchen or something. Making a little noise. This thing has no gas in it. Don't buy ugly cars. What y'all think? For the right price? Radio. I don't know about that. Radio ain't working. No roof. Seats and stuff is clean though. Let's at least pop the hood. Let's see what we got. Everything seems to be pretty good up under the hood, y'all. But that's something we don't buy, is ugly cars. 2009 with 152,000. I do hear a little rattle. You know, I might as well put it on the scanner though. See what the scanner say. Maybe we can get it for real cheap. You know, hey, might be a blessing to somebody. All right, let's put it on the scanner and see what we get. All right, loading the scanner up. One code found. Everything ready. All right, see what that one code is. CAT system, catalytic system efficient below threshold. That's usually throw a check engine light. So is the check engine light working in this car? Yeah. Say service engine soon. I guess it's not that bad. Check engine light ain't on. You know, somebody will be able to pass emissions in it, I'm pretty sure. Sometimes it all depends on the car. You know, some cars throw that code immediately, but some cars you can pass emissions with it. But nah, I'm gonna put it on as real low. I bid on it for 1,100. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, and bless somebody with it. But yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. Hey, I couldn't walk past this Big B and don't check it out. This is a 2014, only got 35,000 miles on it. I think this is a flying spur. Oh man, that interior is ridiculous. Seems like the sun in here. Look at this thing, y'all. Basketball leather. That's my wife. Let's see what she wanted in a minute. Even the headliner's leather, y'all. This thing is stupid. 35,000 miles. Let's try to crank it up. Woo. Man, you didn't feel nothing when it crunk up. It just crunk up. Somebody disrespected the Bentley and left the window down, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let the window up. You know what I'm saying? Respect the car. Respect the car. Got 240 miles. Almost a full tank, dog. So just think about that. This thing says the tank is almost full, right? But it only has 240 mile range to travel. So that lets you know that this thing is guzzling gas. I think this thing actually has a guzzling gas tax when you buy one new. So I don't know if you buy it used, but I mean, you know, look at the leather stitching, man. It just looks, you know, come on, luxury at its finest. Got the roof. Let me let y'all see that roof again. Come on. Basketball leather. You know, with the perf and the stitching diamond tuck. Matt's probably in the back. This thing's nice. It don't even seem like it's sitting that high either. Yeah, let me cut this off. Let's keep it moving, y'all. You know what I came up here for? Hey, these my babies. This is a 2002, but it only has 127,000 miles on it. Come on, y'all. EXL. This one is the leather. You know, I gotta check this thing out thoroughly. It seems like when I be getting them lately, man, the transmission, they shift funny though. But you know, let me check up under the hood on this thing, and I'll be back, y'all. Look at this thing, y'all. It's clean up under here already. Gotta clean it up. Oil look good in it. You know, one thing, this, you gotta check the transmission fluid in these too. I know I ain't got it running though, but one good sign is you don't want them buying when they blood red, like somebody just tried to change it. But let me do a little bit on this. I'll be back. All right, so we gotta check this thing out thoroughly, y'all. It looked pretty good up under the hood. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Oh man, it's dead, y'all. I don't know if it's dead. Like, let's see if the lights is dim. Yeah, the lights dim, the battery dead. Let me see about getting a jump box in this thing. All right, so I got a jump box on it, y'all. Let's see if it'll crank up now. Oh yeah, crank up smooth too. I heard the compressor kick in. Let me go take this jump box back to this lady. She's telling me she on her lunch break and I'm holding her up, but I'll be right back. All right, gang, we back at it. AC cold. Oh yeah, AC's pretty cold. It's hot out here though. It'll probably take a little minute to get it, you know, piping cold. Leather looks good in it. No lights on right away. Motor mount seem good. Yeah, this is one that you can't really drive at this lot, but man, I don't know. We're gonna have to try this thing. I don't know. All right, let me put the scanner on it, y'all. I'll pop the hood. And wait, let's look in the trunk, see what's in the trunk. All right. right, everything's in the trunk. Okay. Don't sound like it's skipping or nothing. All the windows going up and down. 126,000 miles on them. Check the roof. Sun shining in like it's supposed to. Put the scanner on it, y'all. I'll be back. Alright, so we got the scanner on it. Let's see what we got. It's probably gonna be the monitor's not ready because the battery was dead. It wasn't all the way dead. Okay, so 0 codes for now. One monitor not ready. So one thing about these, they don't really show transmission codes for these cars. So, you know, yeah, the one that's not ready is the evap. That's always the last monitor to get ready. With this model year car in Georgia, you can pass emissions with one monitor not being ready. So that wouldn't be an issue. But where I live at in the country, there's no emissions anyway. So let me mess around with this for a little bit, y'all, and we're gonna keep it moving on to some more stuff. All right, be back. All right, so this is the next one, y'all. This is the Acura MDX. This is a 4-wheel drive series. This thing only has 104,000 miles on it. Say Salt Life, like it's been up north. Look at that Porsche Cavalier 4S. We're gonna check that out. Let's see what we got going on with this thing. Okay, so we got a little, somebody put some duct tape on the seats right there. It only has 2 rows of seats in this one. Let's go ahead and crank it up. It don't have no power, y'all. Somebody left the key on and killed the darn battery. Somebody did that intentionally. They probably want this one. Yeah. Alright, well, we ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that. Got a little amp on it too. Yeah, it's dead. They killed it with that, y'all. Let's keep it moving. This thing got some potential, y'all. So please do not shut off the engine. I got them to come jump it off. You know, I think somebody kind of killed the battery on purpose. So, you know, hey, that's something what dealers do, you know what I'm saying? Thinking they gonna get a cheaper price, you know? And they ain't got nothing to do with it out here though, y'all. I mean, AC's cold, feel good. Guarantee you this thing is already all there. Put it in gear. Man, got to glue that back on, right? It just came on. Gotta have the wood grain on there, right? Got the rear view camera. I like this, y'all. I don't know, sometimes cars talk to me. And see, I thought it didn't have a 3rd row seat, but it does. It got a 3rd row seat back there. You know. Make sure all the windows. This window right here don't seem like it's working. Not going down. Maybe they got the locks on. That one going. These 2 on that side there. Nah. It's been sitting for a while, you can tell. That one right there don't seem like it's wanting to move. Let's try to go ahead. Oh, lay it down back here. Yeah, it ain't going. Alright. Excuse me, y'all. Alright. I think this will go, y'all. I'm gonna put it on the scanner though. Let's look up under the hood. Thing sitting here running good, 3.5 liter. The only thing, I think these have the same motor as those Honda Odyssey vans. I meant transmission as those Honda Odyssey vans, and that's always a problem with them. I might have to take that up. Nah, I don't know. I don't think I'll leave the duct tape on it like that. You know what I'm saying? Got a radio with a little Bluetooth on it. That duct tape killing me though. Yeah. Oh yeah. Running good and quiet. Running good and quiet. Alright, let's see if the Navi and all that work. Okay, so the code's not in there. Had to get that from the Honda website. But yeah, see if the roof lets back. Oh yeah, the sun is shining in on this one. So it looks like we got one window motor that's not working. There's one in the back. I don't think we'll worry about that though. And we might can get it to work. I think it's just been sitting for a while. Got the Bluetooth. I like this, y'all. Panhandle's the way to go. Alright. Alright, so we got the scanner on it, y'all. Let's see what we got. No check engine lights on right now. But like we saw, it was hard to crank up. Well, the battery was dead. Sometimes with these Hondas, it all depends on what Hondas. They take a little minute. Okay, yeah, it says 0 codes, everything not ready. So we run the risk on this one of getting something with some cats, but we know that it's the battery's dead though. So it would be different if, you know, we went to crank it up and it crunk up, you know what I'm saying, no problem. But, you know, that lets us know it probably ain't been reset. It probably just the battery went dead. But I'm gonna play around with this one for a little bit longer, y'all, and I'm gonna be back. Can't keep it moving without looking at the Porsche, y'all. This is a 09 with 64,000 miles on it. It's an automatic though, y'all. I'm gonna have a Porsche with an automatic. One thing about these things, they look basic. They look basic than basic. But I mean, it's just a fun car to drive. Cut this down. $64,000 miles. Oil pressure shot up there. Oh no. What y'all think? Sounds weird though. Like it need a muffler or something. Tell me, does it supposed to sound like that, y'all? I don't know. In the big 4S Pelara, you know what I'm saying, came from Global Imports BMW. They brung it up here for a reason. Something ain't right. Oh. And these cars will be very expensive to fix. Alright, gang. Alright, so the next one on the list is this little 2004 Honda Element. I like these little cars. Look like it needs some tires on both sides. Missing the emblem right there. Yeah, it got some 2 good tires on it and 2 bad tires. I always kind of like these cars. Smell good in here. Look like somebody tried to take care of it a little bit. Is that a car cover? Airbag. I don't know what that means. Let's what a key at? How do you even crank? Oh, the key's in the ignition. Oh, the battery's dead, y'all. No power. Let's keep it moving. Alright, so this is the next one on the list. This is a 2010 Toyota Camry. It has 142,000 miles on it. Like, got some real bad body work on this panel and this panel. Yeah, got some auto parts over here. The heck they got, what that is. Not feeling this. I'm just gonna crank it up though. See how it sounds. Sounds loud. Check engine lights on. ABS light is on. Nah. Scratch this one off the list, y'all. Hey, here go another Porsche, y'all. This is a Cayman though, S. Cayman S. Art top. I think these are a little cheaper than the other cars. Look a little smaller too. All right. Here go a 2012 big boy Benz S550. You know, this one has 146,000 miles on it. Black interior. Smell a little mildew in here, like maybe the roof or something leaking or something. Let's just try to crank it up though. Oh, it ain't running good at all. Oh no, it's not firing on all six cylinders. Yeah, nope. Another one of them 7 Series BMWs. This one got 13,000 miles on it. And it's a 2022. This is a V12, y'all. See the V12 sign right there? Shh. Oh, this the M760. M760 is the big boy. Got the Alcantara roof on there. The seats, leather. Crank it up. Let's cut this down. Man, V12 sound kind of... V12s are known for being just smooth, you know. Ooh. Engine oil service required. What y'all think? I kind of don't like the interior though. Everything's just black with this little leather. But I mean, it's a V12, y'all. V12 BMW. Alright, let's keep it moving. I couldn't pass by this Altima here. Just got the 3.5 liter in it though. Them ones that don't really last that long. It's 2010. Got 182,000 miles on it. Got some tin in it. The other seats, you know, I had to crank it up. Just at least see how it sounds. Like the battery dead. Nah. Yep. Another one bites the dust on this one. And it looked like a smaller dealer had it because I see the buyer's guide right there. It's clean though. But it's a reason why it's here. Keep it moving. It's a nice range right here. I like that all white with the blacked out. Look, everything on top blacked out. You know, this would kill it if the interior was red though. You know, big roof. Land Rover popping up. Yeah, this thing's nice. They say this is the best driving SUV. Tell me what y'all think about that. This is the best riding SUV. Sound good when it crank up. 73,000 miles on it. With all this lighting up. It's a nice looking truck. It looks like it's well built, a well built vehicle. You know, got the leather. They got a real nice sound systems in them, what I hear too. And that doing AC feel good. Wait, it's not even a roof. They don't even have a roof. It just got the little indentation for the roof. Man, they tripping with that. How you not gonna have the roof? Oh, is it some type of James Bond type roof or something on this? I don't even see where you open it up. Nah, it can't have a roof, y'all. All I can do is look on the top. No roof. Yeah. Dang, how you gonna have the range with no roof? But y'all check it out. Gonna look more. Look at this A7, y'all. This is a newer model. Thing look nice, don't it? A7. What is this? They got it scratched off what it is. They must not finna sell this one anytime soon. Nice inside, got the roof. Lighting up, 13,000 miles on it. Killing them. Alright, so this is the next one, y'all. 2015 Nissan Altima with 169,000 miles on it. Bumper grill is coming off. Look like somebody really took good care of this thing. 2015. Ain't look like it could come back. Oh Lord, look at the interior. Look at the interior. Look at this. Man, some nasty people. I guess nobody was in the back seat. The back seat looked pretty clean. This thing's hot in here. Crunk up good though. There's something vibrating down there. Whew. This is gonna be a project here. I tell you, I already got one too. I'm gonna show y'all that too. I got one. It's coming to the channel. It's 2013 though. It's dirty too on the inside. But we're gonna make a channel, a video out cleaning it. I want to show you the process because I'm gonna dye the carpet. Hopefully that turned out good. But all right, let's keep it moving. All right, so this is the next one, y'all. I like this car in the just looking at it. It's a 07 with 99,000 miles. Got a little body damage up there. Little hood fade. Might can fix that bumper. Yeah, look like we can fix that. But it only got 99,000 miles on it, y'all. Little cosmetic. Yeah, it's still shining though. You know, 99,000 miles. You know, smell good. Interior are freshen up. You know, let's crank it up. I ain't got no power either. I think somebody left this one on too, y'all. Trying to hate. You know, I might get somebody to try to jump this one off for me. So we can see what we got. Yeah, I had to get the man to jump this Sebring off. Something, I'm just getting good vibes on it for some reason. Need a little touch-up paint right there. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's all there. AC blowing. Cold. 99,000 miles, but you keep seeing it. I know all the monitors not gonna be ready on this thing since it's just been sitting here. But I mean, it's ready to go pretty much, you know. Let's go ahead and put it in good. Put it in good. I think it's ready to go, y'all. I could be wrong, but saying next time they need to service the oil is at 104,000 miles, so you know, must cared enough about it to change the oil, you know. But yeah, let me look through this thing a little bit more, y'all. All right, let's put this thing on the scanner, see what we got. 0 codes found. Everything is ready. So it stored the computer. Everything's ready on it. So it's straight, you know. Yeah. I hope the battery go back dead. Well, I'm pretty sure it will because it was dead as a doorknob. This one ready to go, y'all. All right, so look at this Honda right here, y'all. I just want to point this out because I just looked. This is a 2023. Only 27,000 miles on it. But this is just a testament of quality in vehicles now. Look at this seat, y'all. It's a brand new car, 2023. Even on that side, it's messed up. I mean, what they building these cars out of. So how long you think it's gonna last? Now this is a Honda. Just wanted to point that out. That's why I like old cars. Old cars. Alright guys, that concludes this video looking at cars. You know, I like this option, you know. I think they got better quality cars. got a little Honda Accord over here. Let's go look at it. And nah, it look like it done had it days. Nah, it look like it's tired. 04 with 1 million miles on it probably. It don't even tell you. But yeah, I'm gonna bid on these. This auction is tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. So we're gonna see what we can get out here, y'all. All right, I really like that Honda Accord. You know I like that one. And I like that that Acura truck. And lastly, I like that, I'm kind of on the fence on that Acura truck, but that that last one, that Chrysler Sebring, I like that one too. But all right, gang, on to the next.
Over the boat of here, $18, 18 grand here, 18, about 16 grand here, 16, 14, 5, 14, 6, 7, have 8, 9, 15, 1, 2, 15, 3, 15, 5. Where we at? That's okay. 16,000. Now for the best $16, 16 grand bid. All in, all in. 15, 9, now 16. I have an offer, 15,009. H. Greg, I might need some help on that ride. I need 16,008. 16.8, H. Greg. Great mile, great CR. 16 and 8. Raphael, 16.8. Can we do it? How about 5? I don't know. We'll ask. 16.5. 5 here, 16.5, 16.5, 16.5. Gotta go now. Can I go in less, Barry? No, that's it. 16.5 is it. 16.5 is the offer. So, number is 619, 619, sold it, bought it, thank you very much. 42 here, 23 out of 150, green number 79 miles, 50 CR. Got the roof, front line ready, clean up, check how that is a one on it, brand new ride. Yeah, pick up here. 20, 25, 25, 25, that's it. 25 here. 23, and 23. 20, 1,000, and 21, 2, 24, 26, 28. Now 22,000, 22, 22,000. But nothing. Hey, Barry, you lower? Down to. I'm asking for 22,000. Hold on. Last got to get 22,000. No, thank you. Roundabout is 43. 20 minutes, 100, 200, clean up, private, 4.8 CR, 21,000 miles of rolling. Say on the you number 966. Hey, we're going to number 69 track LG about 6 grand to 2. Everybody worth on the 2 all in all done. Hey, for that, pass that one. Hey, we're going to the next one. Goodbye to me. Hey, but I number 70 Equinagi by I'm certified in 1202. Hey, but the money's on now too. And 12,000 and 12,000 money now too. And 12,000 all that I sold translation, put on number 587. Hey, let's go to the next one. 71 Compass Latitude, 14 down to 2. 14 to 2. 40 to 2, so 40 down to number 86. Hey, we're going to the next one. You might be and number 86, bought that one. Number 86. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, number 86. Thank you. Keep me straight, Stephanie. Okay, let's go number 72, Equinox LT Element Certified. And 1292. Now we sold 12 on a 587, 587. Hey, let's go to the next one. 71 the road, going to certified. Down 92, now 2. I did not have the one. 21, it's a bit now one. But you come on doing the 584. And come on 200 now 400. I come on doing the 584. And then I gave it, I didn't come on sitting now 8. And I gave it, so 2181 at number 619. 875 Equinox Element Certified. 19 down to 2. In 1902. I did not do 1902, 1802, 1802, you said 1802, 1802, go one slice, right about the goal, 18 to 4, 406, I did 19, a bit now 19, 18 a bit now 19, 18 a bit now 19, 18 out of the sold, 1880 bought it, and put on number 2, hey, we're going to number 78 on the video there, the advances over 100K, altered suspension, and 20 down to 2, 18 to 2, 18 down to 2, 18 down to 2, 19,000, that's with an if, 1732. 19,000 with an if, 1732. Well, so number 79, you can Denali. As his miles over, and 17 down to 2. 50 down to 2. 50 down to 200 on and done. 13 to 2. 30 down to 2 on and done. 734, that's with it. Hey, we're going to the now. Number 80 on the Tundra is over 100K structural damage on this one, 17 to 2. 15 down to 2. 15 down to 2. 15 to 2. 13 down to 2. All in on the 13 to 2. 11 grand to 2. 11 down to 200 works hard done. 11 bid to 2. 11 with the net. number 35, number 35. Hey, we're going to live the day 2. We're going to get back to the LP, 8 grand 2. Hey, could I get a grand 2 and 7 grand 2. Hey, but I did not live the number. I did not live the corners of live the number. And 7, 8, 9, live the base on the 2, live the base on the 2, 8 on the 2, 8 on the 2, 2. Hey, but I gave it, live the ball, live the base on the live the sold 8 on the number 86. Hey, we're going to live in the next one. Goodbye to me. Number 83 of the next shape, SE Element certified in 5 grand 2. Hey, but I gave it, if I done the 2, if I done the 2, if I done the bit of 2, all in all done. Hey, but I gave it, I done the soap, I done you number 86. Hey, we're going to 84 on the road sport, all wheel drive as is, on everything, come on the 2. Hey, but I gave it, I didn't come on the 2, I done the 2 miles right, I sent on the 2. Hey, but I gave it, I didn't. 8 to 9 grand 2 and 9 2 9 2. Hey, but I didn't and I've been a 2 9 been a 2 now I have 8 on a 2 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 all in all done. Hey, but I gave it 7 grand 2 but he's 7 on a 2 and 7 on a 2 7 on a 2 7 on a 2 7 on a 2. Hey, but I gave it I didn't have I but he's 70 on I have it for us but he's 74 us and 71 does it everybody 74 does it 74 does it. I gotta pass that one. I appreciate you. We can't get there. And let's go to the next one. Number 86 on the rug. You might have the green line and 22 to 2. Hey, but I gave it 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 and point on the 200 80 point on the 2 point on the 2 and point I gave it I gave it I gave it I gave it I did not I did not I did and point on the 2 point on the 2 point on the 2 point on the 2 and point on the 2 point on the 19 to 2. Hey, but I gave it I gave it I gave it I did not I did 19 to 2 and 19 down to $200 I did not I did 4 that's it and 9400 600 800 800 800 point on I did not do if we could I gave it I did 4 that's it I did 400 now 600 800 800 now 21 I gotta go. Hey, but I gave it I didn't have I did not I did 1 2 and from 1 to 21 now I gotta go 21 1 you said 21 1 to 2 and from 1 to 2 now 300 I did not I did 4 and from 1 I didn't I gotta go 21 3 are you been 21 3 4 and so 21 3 you want to put on number 2. Hey, let's go to number 87 on direct lead about 6 on the 2. Hey, but I gave it 5 on the 2. 85 on the 2. Hey, but I gave it all in all done. Hey, but I gave it I gave it 5 on the 2. So far down to number 86. Hey, we're going to the next one. It is number 88 on Tucson as is. And a grand 2. Hey, but I gave it 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 18 of live 200 and 4 live 18 of live sold 8200 about 1041. Hey, we're gonna live 89 on the Equinox LT mighty be element certified 13 now 2. Hey, but I gave it 11 now 2 11 down now 2 11 now 2. Hey, but I gave it I didn't live before now 600 800 now 12 down now 2. Hey, but I gave it I thought that I did 400 now 600 800 and 600 you want to beat you win to be 6 as no and 12 now 13 and I gave it I gave it I gave it I didn't have 13 and 32 I gave it I didn't have 4 and I gave it I 32 now 4 I 32 now 4 and 32 now 4 sold 32 you want to 587 hey we're going to number 90 Equinox LT element certified 7 grand to 2 hey but I gave it 6 on the 2 hey 6 on again if you want to like it I didn't have it I didn't have it and I gave it I gave it for the city I said you want to say everybody boy been said hey can I didn't have it I didn't have to hey can I didn't have it I didn't everybody 72 now 4 said and 74 you got out to get 74 said hey can I did you say 78 78 78 70 did you say 78 and 78 can I didn't have and 78 did you say 78 sold 76 580 and we're going to number 91 Equinox Element certified and 70 down to 2. And could I gave it I didn't I gave it no I didn't like 15 or 2 and could I gave it I didn't like 15 or 2 and it down to 200 now 400 now 600 54 said I gotta go 54 said 5400 now 600 54 said all in all done 54 said 54 said sold 54 you bought it number 2 and let's go to number 92 on the Grand Cherokee Laredo green light you might have 23 now 2 and could I gave it I gave it 23 now 2 23,000 now 2 and 23 now 2 23 now 2 23 now 2 2, 21 to 2. Number 436. Thank you. Hey, we're going to number 93. You go somewhere to get miles. That's it. 9 to 2. 7 to 2. 7 to 2. 7 to 2. 7 to 2. All in on 2. 6 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 on 2. Now 4. Last call 76 76 sold 76 you want 1507. Hey, we're going to live the night for Tucson SEL. Hey, silver certified 9 grand to 2. Hey, 8 on the 2 guys. 8 grand to 2. We're certified. We're 2 grand behind MMR. 8 on the 2. 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 7 grand to 2. All in all done. 8 down with a nipple on number 1507. 8 down with an F1507. Hey, we're going to 95 and the FJ Cruiser 4x4 as is. It does have structure, guys. 24 down to 2. 24 to 2. 21 down to 2, guys. Good merchandise. 19 down to 2. Let's go to the next one. You might be. Hey, we're going to number 98 on the point. Make an S. Hey, what do you think about 27 now, 2? Hey, guys, just enough 44 CR 23 now, 2. I got to pass that one. Let's go to the next one. Hey, you might be number 100, the Grand Caravan SXD. You might 7 grand to 2. It's 6 grand to 2. 6 on the 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 2. Buy that 2. All in all done. 5 internet's done. You're out. 2 been 4. 56 the grand. Last call. It's still 6,400. You bought it 734. 734. Hey, we're going to number 1 or 2 on the ball. 5 down to 2. 3 down to 2. All in on 3 down to 2. 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 All in on done. Hey, we're going to go one slice, turn up on the call. Hey, 3200 with a nip on number 719. Hey, let's go number 103 on the CLK. Hey, 3 grand to 2. Hey, 3232. Hey, 814. Last call, sold 2600. You bought it 814. Hey, let's go to the number 104 on the soul. And somebody say grand two. And could I give it? Four down two. I thought I hooked you there. $4 two. Hey, $4 two. $4 3 grand. Meet me there now two. Hey, could I give it? And 34. Never. And can I give it? And can I give it? Boys no way, boys no way, boys no way, boys no way. Now five. Can I give it? I didn't. Anybody would I did sold 4800 on it. Put on number 1655. And let's go number 105 with the IQ 5. And $7 two. Can I give it? $6 two. And $6 two. All in all done. Can I give it? Anybody buy down to two? All in all done. $5 two. Can I give it? All in all done. $5 two. Hey, we're going to number 106 GS car element certified 18,000 now too. Yes, it's a four-door. Thank you for asking. Anybody 16 now two. And 16 now two. 16 now two. 14 now two. Money's on. 200 now 400 now 600 800 now 15 15 now two. 15 now two. 15 now two. 15 now two. 15 now 15 down with an F. Hey, put on number 436 with an F. Hey, we're going to the next one, number 107 Lexus RC. And Turbo AM with the S-Sport 24 now 2. Hey, can I give it? 22 now 2. Everybody 22 down now 2. And 22 down now 2. Everybody 22 now 2. And 22 now 2. 22 now 2. 20 down now 200. All in, all done. Hey, can I give it? A lot of cards. Everybody found 582. And 20 down now 2. 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 Hey, can I give it? All in all done, sold 200. And you bought 1507. Let's go number 109 on the Sonic. And $8 to two. $6 to two. Where did miss on this one, guys? Everybody $5 to two. Hey, I never saw a Sonic with make money. $5 to two. Hey, 5 2. Hey, could I give it? $4 to two. Well, I'm not done. Could I give it? Now 200, now 400, can I give it over there? I didn't have it. 200, now 4, all in all, 42, now 584, sold 4,200.